Shalom, 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 shalom on this good Sabbath. Happy to make it to another Sabbath. Always want to give honor to the Elohim, Yahweh, and the Messiah, the King, Yahweh Shai. Today I'm going into the book of the Apocrypha. Those are the other lost 16 books of the Bible that was found. Now, we're going to read about in 2nd Esdras chapter 15 today. We're going to read about the fate of Asia, okay, aka the Moabites and Ammonites and such, and just in the fate of Babylon period too. Okay, so that's the focus today. So like I was saying, those who have ear, let them hear what the Spirit is definitely saying to the church at this time, and in this hour. Like I said, I always want to give honor, glory, praise, and esteem to the Elohim, the Ancient of Days, which is the Father, Yahweh. And I always want to give my, and I always want to serve and give my service to the King of Israel, the Holy One, the Great I Am, the Messiah, Yahweh Shai. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this 2nd Esdras, man. It's going to be a good one, man. 2nd Esdras 15, let's start at verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper. Okay. So the Lord said to warn his people of prophecy, that is to come and write it on paper, so that we down here can be able to read what's going to happen, so that we won't be in fear, but we will know what's going on. That's why Scripture also says, "For my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge," because see, we have all the tools, and we have this word for us to be up to date and to know what time it is and what time frame that we're living in. See, so that's why he told the prophets to write this stuff, write these prophecies, past, future, and present, in a book. Okay, so if anybody tell you that this book was made by the oppressors, that's wrong, because he just told us here just now. All right, now let's continue. For they are faithful and true. Verse 3. Now, verse 3 is very important. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. Trouble thee that speak against thee. All right. Why was that said? That was said because it's a lot of doctrine going around right now that's trying to scare the chosen of Israel right now. It's being said Jacob's trouble coming. When if you read, and if you are a true chosen man of God, man of the Elohim, of the Most High, then you will know what time it is. That's why he called for watchmen to be on the wall, because it is not time for Jacob's trouble. We are definitely coming. I'm sorry, my brakes kind of bumped, so it's a little shaky. But it is not time for Jacob's trouble. We are definitely coming out of the trouble of Jacob. Jacob's trouble was a curse. That was captivity. That started really in 1492. Then another stint of it started in 1619. Slavery. Okay, we can see in the book of Genesis, I think that was 15, where he had told Abraham, and in Acts 7, where he had told Abraham, know for a surety that thy seed should go into captivity. Well, that was Jacob's trouble, see? All right. In Deuteronomy 28, okay, starting at 15 on down, that's Jacob's trouble. Okay, we can go to also Isaiah. I forget what chapter. I think it's I don't know if it's 14. I don't know, but the book of Isaiah, where it says that women will be ravished. Okay, I think that's starting at 13 though. I'm not sure. And then where it goes into saying how 7 women shall take hold to one man. Well, that happened back then. Why? Well, that happened because for that reason, women was being ravished and taken out of Jerusalem during that time. See? So that was Jacob's trouble. Now we should be coming out of it. Now, what time is it? Well, go over to Isaiah 34, where it says, now these are the days of the Lord's vengeance. Now the Lord vengeance is coming, and that is what we are going to read here about what's going to happen during the Lord's vengeance. All right, now let's go ahead and continue on to verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Okay, it's going to be plagues coming upon the world. So let's not think that this is Esau's doing. Okay, Esau had power, still has the power. Yes, we're still in captivity, but this is the Elohim's doing now, man. This is the Ancient of Days doing now, man. This is the Messiah's doing now. Now, see, he's about to pour out plagues on this earth that, man, ain't nobody gonna be able to. Everybody gonna be running, scared. See, except for his chosen. Now let's watch. Okay, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. See, this is his word saying that. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. Okay, so he has a people on this earth that are crying out to him in spirit and in truth. They're seeking him, right? The souls of the just complain continually. Okay, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive them. And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Man, we being led there now, man. We being slaughtered every day, man. We can't even sit in our own house and eat ice cream now. We can't sit in our own house and play video games with our kids, nephew, nieces, such and such, man. We can't walk to the store, buy Skittles. You know, we're being led to the slaughter each and every day. That's why he has said he's going to avenge us now. See? His righteous people. See? Now, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. So he gonna look. So he has said he shall not suffer his righteous to keep dwelling in the land of Egypt. What is this called in the Bible? This is Egypt, right? Spiritual Egypt, right? All right. Didn't he say in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, I will bring you into Egypt again with ships, right? All right. Let's keep reading. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. Okay. So he gonna bring his people out and smite Egypt with plagues as before. Okay. So he already done this in Egypt to Egypt. Now he gonna do it in this Egypt here, in this bondage. That's all Egypt mean, is bondage. All right. As before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn. So this place is going to mourn. Okay. And the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. God shall bring upon it, not Esau or whoever else. We done already been through our punishment. Now it's time to come out. It's the time of the Lord's vengeance now. It's his day of recompense now. That's spoken about in Isaiah 34, in verse 8. All right. Verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn. Ain't that going on now? Who's tending to the crops here? For their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with a fearful constellation, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Who is that one people? That's talking about Israel. Now watch. As it goes on, it's going to explain that. See, those who have ears, let him hear. Because see, somebody will try to switch this as in, oh, well, that's Jacob's trouble coming. No. Those who have ears, let them hear what the Spirit is saying, what the Spirit is saying to the church. You are the church. Your temple. Your body is the temple. Okay? Now. And swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And they, in the course of their actions, shall stand in their power. Who gonna have power? Us. Okay? Hold on, let me. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, whose pride? Esau's pride. Moabite's pride. Ammonite's pride. But let's just stick to Esau's pride. That's why. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The city shall be troubled. Now let's see what's going to go into this troublement. Okay. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Behold, saith God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanese, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. What does that sound like, Israel? Who's going to repay? Who's going to be the ones repaying anybody anything? The children of Israel are going to be the ones that's going to repay payment. See, that's why we got to listen to what this Bible is saying. We got to go farther, and we got to go deep. See, I can precept this whole chapter all day, but I have a short time and I'm driving. I'm going to do a video part 2 and precept this stuff on part 2. But for part 1, I'm gonna just read and commentate. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen. So we're going to be the ones repaying them. Let's further read, because it's going to get into it. So will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. See, it's his recompense. It's his time. But he said in another scripture that he's going to pour out his spirit upon his people to do this recompense too. See? Okay. Thus saith the Lord God, my right hand shall not spare the sinners. Now he's getting into the sinners. See? Who are the sinners? Those are the people who's transgressing his law. See? But what is his law? Because the first covenant was done away with. When he died on a cross, he said that he nailed it to the cross. See? So we have to know which law to follow in the commandments. See? That's another video. I believe I already did that, but I'll do it again. All right. He said that he would write his laws in the inward parts of the man. Now, see, that's what covenant we are under now. That's why it's important to know what covenant we are under, because if you keep doing one, you might be sinning. See, because he calls that the law of sin. See, so let's finish now. And my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. What was the innocent blood? The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners, like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin, and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. So he's saying you're going to be here during that time of death and destruction. Sinners, right? Let's continue. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them He's saying you shall remain in them. For God shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold, in horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Who is this now? Now we're talking about the remnant of people that was left over in Jerusalem, in our land, in that landmass of Africa. See, when the slave trade came, see, and Bible bears this out. Like I said, I would do a second video with all these precepts. They didn't take everybody from the land. He said he left the remnant over there still. See? So let's get into this. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth. They all that which hear may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come, and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. This happened. Okay? That's where you get that crafty counsel from. Then these shall be troubled bled, and keep through silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, okay, and consume some of them, and in their hosts shall be fear and dread, and strife among their kings. Behold, clouds from the east, from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star. And blood shall be from the sword unto the belly. This is going to happen. Future prophecy. A dung of men unto the camel's hoof. Man, look, it's gonna be death in the destruction here by the hands of the Israelites, man. All praises, man. Let's keep on reading. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth. And they that see the raft shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And then shall there come great storms from the south, and from the north, and another part from the west. And strong winds shall arise from the east, and shall open it. And it shall, in the cloud which he raised up in wrath. That's us. See, he gonna raise us up in wrath. See, it's gonna be wars here in Babylon and over there where the remnant is. Then he gonna join us. See, and the stars stirred to cause fear toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up full of wrath. Okay, that's us. We're gonna be full of anger, man. And the star that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place in horrible star, fire and hail, and flying swords, and many waters, that the fields may be full in all rivers with abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood, and grass of the meadows, meadows, in their corn. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, and make her afraid. They shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall pour out upon her. So we gonna leave, go to that same place, come back here. Then the dust and smoke shall go up unto heaven. And all they that be about her shall bewail her. And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that put her in fear. That's talking about when we gonna put them chains on them. They gonna have to serve that. They gonna have to build up. They gonna have to build up back these desolate places here, man. Cause we gonna tear it down. Then they gonna have to build it back up, man. They gonna have to do a service unto us, man. Watch this though. Here we go to the good parts. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, meaning you has had crafty counsel with Babylon. Let's read your fate. Oh, Asia, are you Asian? Are you Moabites, Ammonites, anything of the Asia race? Let's read what's going to happen to you. And art the glory of her person. 47. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom. You have came over here and conspired with Babylon. You have took on her theories. You have held the children of Israel down, just like Babylon, just like Esau. Here's your cup. That they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Babylon and Asia have always desired to commit whoredom together. 48. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith God, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood. So widowhood is coming to all of Asia. All of your anybody who's under that tent. Okay? Poverty. Y'all not gonna be a rich nation anymore. Famine, sword, and pestilence, diseases and all that, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Oh, Asia's coming to you. All you Moabites, Ammonites, whatever else nations is under you. verse 50. And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower. Wow. The heat shall arise that is sent over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord? If thou hadst not always slain my chosen, if thou hadst not, hold on, let me get over, because I don't want to crash. If thou hadst not always slain my chosen, that's like when our people go to their nail shops and they accuse them of everything and want to beat them and do all type of stuff, and that's here in Babylon, and all the stuff that they're doing in their country to the chosen also. See, this is things that you didn't that they didn't done that they got this answer for now. Exalting the stroke of thy hands, and saying over their dead, when thou wast drunken. Set forth the beauty of thy countenance. The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord. Even so shall God do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood. For very hunger of bread and thirst of water, thou as unhappy shall come through the sea. So y'all gonna try to come back and receive plagues again. 60. And in the passage they shall rush on the idol city, and shall destroy some portion of thy land. Okay. So y'all land is gonna be destroyed, and consume part of thy glory, and shall return to Babylon that was destroyed. Man, we going all over Israel. Get ready. And thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble. Oh, don't it speaks about that in Obadiah about Edom? Now here we're seeing it right here that Asia is going to all them tents under them going to be cast down as stubble as well. Man, let's read on. Cast by them as stubble, and they shall be unto thee as fire. So we gonna be as fire, and shall consume thee. We gonna consume them. in thy cities, thy land and thy mountains, all thy woods and thy fruitful trees shall they burn with fire. Thy children shall they carry away captive. Get ready, Asia, and look what thou hast. They shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face. Man, never mind. Man, look. All these nations that did something against us, man, y'all gonna get y'all recompense, man. It just said it right there. Y'all gonna be cast down that stubble, man. Just like in Obadiah, man. All of them that was of thy confederacy, man. All I gotta say to that is Kwam Yasharala. Let's rise, Israel, man. It's time to come together. It's time to build each other up. And it's time to look out for one another and not fight, backbite, wanna debate. Man, we got work that's about to come, man. And it's about to be glorious. So let's prepare. Because they have already taken out war against us. Because they know they're in time. So I say with that, Sabbath Shalom to all the chosen seed of Israel. Man. Have a good one.